everyone, welcome to episode 12. Let's talk about distractions. Have you ever been so caught up in making something so perfect that you actually forget why you're doing that thing and you actually end up missing the point of it all together? And this makes me think of my grandma, who I absolutely love, an amazing woman, definitely with the gift of hospitality. You know, whenever you go around to grandma and granddad's, there's always something cooking, there's always something in the oven, or you met with a choice of 3 cakes, a cup of tea, some cheese and crackers, whatever it is, she wants to provide it for you, which is amazing. But I remember being around there for birthdays or for Christmas, and grandma would just make herself so busy with making sure that everyone else is happy, that everyone else is satisfied and enjoying themselves. She won't stop and actually enjoy it for herself. Even to the point where she won't have even made a place for herself at the table to sit down. She's definitely one of those people that you have to force her to stop, put down what she's doing, and just come and sit and eat with us. And as I think about this topic more and more, I'm reminded of when Jesus goes to visit the house of Mary and Martha, who are sisters. And in the 2 sisters, we see 2 different ways, 2 different examples of how to be around Jesus. So we have the one sister, Mary, who it just says she sat at the feet of Jesus and listened to what he had to say. And then the other sister, Martha, and she's running around, preparing all the food, getting everything ready. You know, I like to think that she got the finest china out in the house. She's shining all the cutlery, the tablecloths out. Starter's almost done, whilst the chicken's marinating in the oven. Raspberry pavlova for afterwards. Like, she's making sure everything is perfect. And she's running around stressing out, trying to juggle all these things. And then for Martha, it gets to breaking point, and she's getting frustrated. She can't handle it anymore, and she's angry that her sister's not doing anything, and she voices that to Jesus. In verse 40, it says, Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him, this is Jesus, and asked, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her to help me. This is so funny, like Martha's in that position where she's just like, what the heck? Like, how can Jesus not see this? You know, like if you have a brother or sister or someone, a friend even that's close to you, and they do something mean to you, or they do something that annoys you, and your parents missed it, they didn't see it. It's like when you go up to your mum and you're like, Mum, will you tell them? They just did this. Or like, Dad, she just ate the last pack of crisps. Will you tell her? She's expecting Jesus to level the playing field here. But Jesus replies, he says, Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. I don't know who you relate to more in this story, whether it's Mary or Martha, but I'd like to pose the argument that we can all be like Martha. You know, how many of us from time to time can let playing the role of a Christ follower get in the way and actually distract us from the man himself who's sat in front of us, and all he wants to do is spend time with us with no distractions. And yet instead we can pick up all these things that we try and do to make sure we look right, make sure we sound wise, and make sure that we act in a way that's acceptable and proper, because that's what a Christian does, that's what a Christian looks like. Listen to an hour of worship music per day, make sure I post a Bible verse on my social media every single day, listen to 4 podcasts a week, 5 books in a month. I'm encouraging 20 people every week. I read a book of the Bible a day. Make sure I pray at 9, 1, 5, 10. And then before we know it, we've turned our faith into a bunch of boxes that we just need to tick so that we know we're on the right track. And suddenly we have all these boxes to tick, and we're running around like a headless chicken. We're stressed out, we're tired, we're running out of steam. And when we fall short and end up feeling frustrated, worried, upset, anxious, unsatisfied, we start to feel just like Martha felt at that breaking point. See, in that moment, Martha had it all wrong. And if we're honest, so can we sometimes. See, Christianity, or being a Christian, has never been about ticking boxes or completing some divine to-do list. Christianity is a person, and it's a relationship. And Mary understood that. She knew that it wasn't about what she can do for Jesus. It was about what he's already done for her. It's not about doing things for God. It's about being with God and accepting what he's done for us. There are some of you right now watching this video, it's setting in and it's clicking. Like, I need to stop chasing perfection and recognize that perfection is sitting right in front of me, just desperate for my attention. He just wants us to be with him. So let's think about all the things that are distracting us right now. Let's take the things that are upsetting us, our worries, our anxieties, our frustrations, our disappointment, our anger. Let's take all the things that are at the forefront of our mind and put them down. Stop juggling the distractions from Jesus in our hands. Let's free up some space so that we can use those hands to just simply praise and adore Jesus, because he is and always will be the one and only thing that we need.
I wanna be close to you.